I'm Inwood Lane. I'm known as the Gig Geezer. I can help you maximize your gig hustle. I also need your help. Hey, hit that subscribe button. Give my content a thumbs up. Spread my content with others. And I welcome your comments in the section below. And with that, let's get into this segment of the Gig Geezer. Raining here in the Columbia market Friday, February 4th. I've got to share this while it's still fresh in my memory. I just started my first half hustle by attempting a stacked Instacart order. The first of the two orders was going to offer for $17. The second of the two orders was offering $13 and change. In fact, that one came to me as I was in the Sam's parking lot here up in the northeast part of the Columbia market. We're talking a double stacked order offering about $30. Total number of items was, if memory serves me correct, about 18. So that's definitely within the Gig Geezer's parameters for a double stacked order for Instacart. Well, now I'm also going to set this up by saying, with it raining today like it is, this reminds me of my days when I worked in a call center at the health insurance company in the state. It seems as if whenever it rained or it was inclement, all the crazies came out calling, and we were in for a bad day. You can almost count on it. You're in for calls that really wrecked your call time average, and they were ready to unload their drama. Well, this particular Instacart experience was no different, apparently. To sum it up, the customer, right after I checked out all the items, demanded that I cancel her order. Why did she ask me that I cancel her order? Because the Sam's location was out of rotisserie chickens. Yes, the Sam's location was out of rotisserie chickens. She sent a message to me saying that indicating that I could delay delivery, but that she desperately needs the rotisserie chickens. She ordered 2 of them. I responded to her that there were none and that there were none being prepared. And I went on. So right after I checked out her items and the other customer's items, she demanded that I cancel her order. She was not satisfied and that I cancel her order. So I asked her, "Are you blaming me that they don't have rotisserie chickens?" Well, by then, I'd made my way over to the member services desk and asked that the order be refunded. And so she finally responded. She says that I didn't communicate effectively with her, and therefore, basically, she's saying that I ignored her. My response to her was that I was shopping for 2 customers. I was in the midst of checking out items, and that Instacart, I cannot delay delivery. That is not the way Instacart works. By then, the order was refunded, and then I was also on Instacart chat to alert them of the customer giving me a hard time. Well, I'd asked that I get the entire order. I was told that all I would get was the base amount, which was $7. I asked then if I could get a bump in pay given the circumstances. They told me they couldn't do it. Now, when I think about this customer, she was really full of it. At the top of her list were some Depends. Yeah, Depends. She was also looking for trash bags. There were some disinfectant wipes that she was looking for. She also asked that I get her some Pepto-Bismol. She was also miffed at the fact that they did not have her Lance brand variety crackers. And so she actually mentioned that she actually put in there that she recommended as a substitute the the cheese crackers, but then she chimed me that she was miffed that they didn't have those crackers. She never had seen that before. But then she says you can refund that and get me two packs of Glade refills, Hawaiian scent, and also she needed some Pepto-Bismol. Obviously, she was having a bad day anyway. So I guess it was her way of taking out her frustrations on me, but I wasn't going to go for that. So when I was in contact with Instacart support, they could tell that this person was giving me a hard time. Now, I've shared stuff like this before to customers driving you up the wall, but this is just a good example of what us drivers go through. What I experienced with that customer is really no different than what probably any other driver experiences when working the Instacart app, or for that matter, any other gig economy app. The problem is that these apps have empowered these customers to treat us or attempt treating us this way. They feel that they feel as if they can get whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want, and they have no respect or understanding of the process, or no respect or understanding of us. Now, probably I'd be asking too much in terms of respect and understanding of us, but they should have respect and understanding of the process by which we have to go about doing things. In this particular case, I couldn't delay a delivery time for her, nor really, I can't produce any chicken. I wish customers would get that out of their heads, thinking that because things aren't there, it's our fault or we're lying to them. That speaks to a greater problem. But I just wanted to share that quick example with my crazy customer, my crazy Instacart customer today. Hopefully what I shared with you has provided a little bit of information, perhaps a little bit of education, and maybe a little bit of entertainment today. And with that, this is another segment of the Gig Geezer. I'm in Wood Lane, and as always, may your hustle continue. Thank you for checking out this segment of the Gig Geezer. If you reach this point, it means that you've checked it out in its entirety, and it's very much appreciated, and it tells YouTube that you're very much engaged in my content. Hey, if you'd like to get in contact with me or pass on some other useful information, I can be reached at giggeezer3.5@gmail.com. Or you can check me out on Twitter at GigGeezer.